Hello and welcome to Windows tutorial. So I'm gonna show you multiple things in this video. I have no microphone on this laptop right now, so we're using the enhanced microphone from what we have. But anyway, we're gonna show you how to first, if you have installed previously the Easy Icebreaker, I'm gonna show you first how to delete it, because we're gonna add new files into Google Drive where you can download, and as well probably the guys who are supplying you with the software are gonna show you as well. So first thing first, if you installed one of those older versions, they had a little bit of bugs. This is for Easy Icebreaker, so if you never had it, so you won't need to take this step, you can skip all of this. But for the ones that actually has, we're gonna go into Finder. So we open the folder, and then we're gonna go into this PC, something you will see where you can find your C drive. So you're gonna go into C drive, then you're gonna go into users, then you're gonna select probably your own name, so it's gonna be whatever your name is on the computer. Then you're gonna get into this area. Now in here, what you have to do is you need to click view more, like view and show. On most of the Windows 11, this is how it's gonna look, and hidden items. So after you've done that, now you need to find one folder that is usually always hidden. It's called app data. So if you don't know how to find it on Windows 10, have a look, on YouTube. But usually this is how you go. You go into view, show more, and hidden items. So this folder will appear. So you have to click that. Then you're gonna click local, and then we're gonna look for programs. So we're just gonna click on any folder and gonna click P. So we're gonna click P. We're gonna find programs there. Programs. And now you can see the Icebreaker app is installed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just delete it. And then on the home page, you're gonna get your icon. When you install the software, you're gonna find your icon somewhere, and you have to delete that as well. So this is gonna be needed whenever we update the software, because Facebook might change a few things and we have to update it. So you will have to do this process every time we need to update the software. So we're gonna delete this, and now what we're gonna do is we have the install already. So you will get one of those installs looking like this type. Right now we are 1.5 the 1.5 version. So we're gonna double click it, and before, most of the time you will end up having this blue icon where you have to click, to accept. Are you sure you want to download this file and stuff like that, so just 1 second, we can do something here quickly. Maybe we can do it 1 second. Let me pause it, and if we can actually pause it, start streaming. No. Okay, we cannot pause it, the recording, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into I wanna delete this, and I wanna put delete, and I wanna get a new file. So show, save as. This is the latest, yeah. So we're gonna just download it again. Just wait, bear with me. I know this video might take some time. 1 second, let it download. I'm using Telegram, but you don't have to use the Telegram. You're gonna use Google Drive to download the software. Show in folder. and we're gonna just drag it out into the desktop. So after you do that, usually with a new install, with a new software, the Windows gonna ask you to verify. So let's go ahead, and you see this is the blue window that you will get. Now what you do is you click more and then run anyway, and then you're gonna select only for me, so your computer name will be there, not for all the users, just do it for yourself so it doesn't confuse the software. And then just click install and wait till it installs. It usually takes a minute or less. As you can see, it installed. This computer is fast, so it does it quick. Finish. And as you can see, we have it, the icon, easy icebreaker. This is the software. So we're gonna start it up. And when you start it up, it's gonna look like this. You can use it if you want like this, but I always do is I just pull a little bit so I can see the active log, so what's happening, and you know, just better this way. So this left side is scrollable, so you can scroll and see everything. So I'm gonna go through everything and all the little issues that you might have. So first thing first, what you need to do is click login to Facebook. So we're gonna do this. Due to the fact that I already have had the software previously, it's already logged into my Facebook. For you, it will load up a Facebook login page, and it will load this white page, which is very important to keep open. If you close this page, the software is not gonna work anymore. So the blank page has to be opened in Facebook. You will log in, accept, approve, just log in and save the details basically. So now as we are logged in, we're gonna go, and I always like to push it downwards and a bit up so I can see the bottom of the Facebook, just the whole screen I can see. Otherwise it's hidden under somewhere, so I just like to, oh Jesus, so like this roughly, so I can see it. Okay, and then I can see my software here, so I can just pull it a little bit to the side. So now as we are connected to Facebook, now we need to find the group. Well, we're gonna use a test group for this purpose because I'm gonna show you multiple things. So we're gonna go into the group that I have created, added few friends into the group, and I'm gonna just click, scroll down to the point where it says copy the link. So you click share button and copy the link, and then you go into the software and place your URL of the group. Now everyone should remember, this is the button to manage all the templates. Some of you clicking here, and here, it's not gonna work, guys. Manage templates right here. So if you copy this, at the top you can see name or full name. You can pass it here, and it will, when it's typing message, it will take the person's name from Facebook. So let's say we're gonna make a template. We're gonna say hi, and then we're gonna pass this over here, name, how are you, question mark, add template. Now you see we added a template. Now we're gonna create another template. We're gonna say let's say hello, and then we're gonna pass the same name option, and then we're gonna say how is your day. This is just examples, guys. You're gonna write your own things, so the message is related to what you're gonna be advertising, and it has to be very smart. Make sure to never add any links to the text or any stuff like that. It's you have to only use these things, and make sure to add multiple templates. So let's say you're selling something. I'm not sure what you're gonna be selling, but if you're creating these templates, they're gonna be rotating and sending to each individual person a different template. So for example, I'm gonna make another one, say hey as well. Again, we're gonna use the name. How is it going? I know this is not relevant to what you gonna be having as a text, but this is just for a demo purpose, right? So we have 3 templates, right? So then we have them. By the way, you can manage them by clicking. You can disconnect them. You know, if you don't want to use some of them, or you have multiple different businesses that you're gonna be promoting, some of the templates you can turn off. So yeah, so we're gonna keep 3 of them, and you can see they appeared here. If you're gonna click them, nothing gonna happen, because only in manage templates you can do something. Okay, so now next thing. By the way, these templates, when you add, they're gonna write hey, their name, how are you. Then for the next person, we'll say hello, their name, how is your day. You know, but if you would be selling something, you would just make the templates in a little bit different wording, like, you know, hey, we have a car wash, you know, hey, we're doing a 50% on our car wash this week, or, you know, stuff like this. You know, it's similar what you're offering, just the words mixed around, so it looks like every message that you're typing is a different message. So we have these all set. Now, max message limit, safety stop. So what does this mean? This means that if you forget you turn on the software and you walked away, I don't know, somebody called you, you walked away, and you didn't want to send too crazy amount of messages, you can set to, let's say, whatever number you want. So let's say we're gonna make it 25, or you wanna send I don't know, 30, depends on yourself. Okay, so this is just a safety option for yourself, so that the bot that is running, it will stop, so it doesn't send too many messages for you, like, you know, 1,000 messages, that because you forgot to turn it off, right? And very important part, guys, you have to keep the laptop alive, meaning to not have a sleep mode on. So you will have to go into your settings in the computer, power settings, and turn off any sleep mode. The computer has to be on. If the sleep mode turns on, the software stops working, so make sure to keep that in mind. Now we're gonna go into advanced timing settings. Okay, so I'm gonna go over what do they mean, but you shouldn't be really touching them, only if you really want to. Delay between messages, so from 15 to 40 seconds is gonna go to the next person, so it can choose random number between 15 to 40 seconds, let's say 35 seconds, and it's gonna go to the next person, you know, to message them. So it looks like, you know, you're not doing it every same time, like not every 10 seconds you're switching to a next user. That looks like a bot. Okay, so this is just doing a randomization, so it randomizes the time. Now typing speed as well, it randomizes between milliseconds of 100 to 250, so it types sometimes slower, sometimes types faster, and so it's completely randomized, so it's gonna choose between these from 100 to 250. It can be 150, 160, random speed, so it's gonna type not too fast, but not too slow. This is preset it for you to already when you install the software, so you don't really have to touch it. Break after messages, so what it's gonna do after 10, like you can set after 10 messages to up to 15 messages, so a random number between those two. So let's say after 13 or 12 messages, it's gonna take a break. What break does, it's gonna go into the home page and it's gonna start scrolling the page, basically just scrolling, stopping, watching some posts, you know, watching some videos, and gonna do it, break, and you can see you have a break duration, so how long you want this to happen. So from 3 to 7 minutes. So it can choose random numbers. So it can choose 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes, you know, random amount basically. So it can choose between those. So it will be scrolling every time after 10 to 15 messages. It will be scrolling for a random amount up to 7 minutes. So all of these are preset, so it's taking a little break, and then after it takes a break it comes back and starts sending messages again. So I suggest not to play around with advanced settings. They're preset to human-like sort of thing, you know, human, like how normal humans do, takes a little break, does the job, and goes for a little break. So stuff like this, you know. Then demo mode, types but doesn't send. So what this means, if you set up everything and you want to run it, my suggestion to run it first time in a demo mode. Demo mode will open, it will scrape the page and all that kind of stuff, and what it will do is like scrape the users and will type the messages, but will not it will not send. So you will be able to see if you made a mistake with a template, or you made a mistake with the syntax, like here, like, you know, name. Some of the people that we was dealing with, they made a mistake and it was typing you know, name instead of actual name of the person. So you can see in action. So that's really good, and we're gonna use this right now. Language testing, use fallback detection. It's not important. Language is not needed for you. This is for my purpose of use, for testing the software, debugging, and stuff like that. Now, headless mode, invisible browser. So log in first, then enable it, and then you will have to reconnect. So basically what it does is, right now we can see Facebook in the background and it will interrupt our work. So if we want to do something else with the computer, you cannot, because it's gonna keep popping up and interrupting you. So if you want to run it in the background, invisible, so it doesn't interrupt your work on the computer, you can use the headless mode. I will show you that as well as we go along, but don't use it first week. I suggest first week anyway, use it on a lower amount of messages, because if you never been sending messages on Facebook and you start sending a lot of messages, this is not a great way to start. As everything, you know, like you can't just open a bank and start sending hundreds of thousands of dollars or euros, you know. It like everything needs, like everyone, like, you know, Facebook needs to see that you're actually doing it, not like you set up some bot, which this bot is actually looks like a human. So you need to, you know, increase every day a bit of more messages. Start first day maybe 10-15 messages, then next day a little bit increase it to 20, you know. First week is a warm-up week. So don't do overkill with messages, okay, guys? So headless mode we'll explain later. Debug mode don't matter to you. This is for my purpose as well. So these two, language and debug modes, are for me. I'm not gonna even explain what they do. Bypass exclusion list. So every time you message somebody, it's gonna add a person into exclusion list by their user ID. So most of the time you will never need to bypass because exclusion list, because you will never want to text the same person again and again. But there is sometimes where you, for example, have your own group and you want to bypass the exclusion list. Then yes, you will turn on the bypass and it will, you know, text again to the same person. But for the safety purpose, I would not use this till I learned completely the software, how everything works perfectly. Don't play around, because you don't want to keep sending to the same person same message. So keep it off. Now, exclusion list. So we're gonna show you how it works. So I'm gonna add. I'm gonna run it and you will see people appear in the exclusion list. So let's start to run this one and let's see how it works. So we have Facebook opened in the background. Let's start it, for example, right now. Okay, so this is the group. Basically, this is my test group. It's going into people, and then it's scrolling and gathering all the members in the group. And then it goes into next window. You saw there was a blank page here. Now it turned into a scrolling option. Now it goes and writes message here. Hey, you know, the name, takes the name. How are you? And then it's just gonna go to the next person. So it's gonna come up this box because we're not, they saw that we're leaving the page without actually sending the message. And what's happening here, it says waiting 15 seconds. So it's gonna wait random 15 seconds and it's gonna go to the next person. See, now it's going to the next person. So it's gonna select message. So as you can see here, and it's gonna go again to the next person. So it's now waiting roughly 39 seconds and it's gonna head to the next person. And as you can see here, it's already added 2 users to exclusion list to not text them. So when you are running in a demo mode, it's not really sending messages, but it's still gonna add these people to exclusion list regardless. And some people might have security settings where you cannot message them. But even though that you cannot message them, you see you can message this one because it says need to accept something, right? It's gonna add it to exclusion list anyway. This, it's admins, it's gonna our own profile, so it's gonna skip those, you know. It's just gonna skip all the people that is not relevant to be messaged. And here you go. So now it's gonna keep on scrolling trying to find more members because we don't know how many members is in the group, but the reality is we only have 5. So after we know that we finished this group, we click stop. Bot fully stopped. You can see bot finished, bot completed. So now you can see we have 5 users have been excluded and we can view them. There you go. We can remove them if we want one by one, or you can add them. Let's say, for example, if you're in a group, right, and you don't want to get the admin, you don't want the admin to be texted, you're gonna click on the admin, and you can see here their user ID is here, ending with 53. So you're gonna copy that, go into here, pass it, and click add, and it's gonna be added. We already had that admin in the group, so it didn't increase the number, but if he wasn't there, wasn't in the exclusion list, he would have been added and it would have showed 6. So you can add people just like that, the ones that you don't want to text. Now you cannot add just going to your friends list. You have to actually go to the group and to the member. So what I mean by that, we're gonna go into, I'm gonna show you now. Let's say, okay, go into the home, and then we go into this group here, and we're gonna go to people, and we're gonna go, let's say, admins here. So we're gonna click here, and you can see the ID of the user is right here. Okay, so we copy and add it, and it's never gonna message them. But the problem is, if you view profile and it was your friend, for example, this is your friend, let's imagine this is your friend, and you went directly to their profile. If you would have went directly to your profile, you see there is no ID of the user. So only way you can see their ID is by going into members area in Facebook, where it says people, you know, in different languages, it's gonna say different, and only this way you can click on the user, and yeah, let's say on any user, and you can catch their ID from the group only. Because if you go directly to the person, it will not be. So yeah, so it's just if you need to. It's not really needed. It's supposedly you can tell your friends that you're using the software, but sometimes you might want to exclude like admins of the group so they don't block you or stuff like that. So yeah, so I think this is it in this area, and now we're gonna show you with the clear all. So you can clear all the exclusion list, but then it's gonna empty the exclusion list. So be careful if you're gonna remove, then you're gonna be texting again to same people. Now I'm not worried because I'm testing. I would probably never do it if I was running the software full time, but we're gonna clear it, and you can see the users became 0. So we're gonna be able to text again to the same group. Now we have the group, the previous group, the my testing group. Now what we want to do is we want to run this in the headless mode, invisible browser. Okay, so we don't want a distraction in the background, we don't want anything. So what we do is we click we delete the browser, we turn off the browser, and then what we do is we go and click headless mode, and then we're gonna click start. Now I wanted to show you this, especially did it like that it shows you must reconnect to Facebook. Now people were telling me previously on the previous version, I cannot click start, stop, nothing is working, because we didn't have this. Now it says if you click this, scroll to the top to see blinking reconnect button. So let's go. You see it says reconnect, click to reconnect. So now we're reconnecting, we're waiting. So it's gonna reconnect to Facebook and gonna open that blank page invisibly, so you're not gonna see it. Right, we have it there, as you can see. Happy days. Now we don't know what's happening, but we know what we have set. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the demo mode on, but I suppose if you're running in the real life, you're gonna actually turn this off, because demo mode, as I said to you, typing but does not send. This is for testing purpose, for your own self. So then we're gonna click start, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. You can see from the activity log what's going on. Navigating to the group, it says looking for members section, members link found, clicking and scrolling, regular members section, start to collect members, scrolling. So you can see what's happening here. It says like I found this person's name. Now I'm typing this, hey blah 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 blah, and it shows like it's using first out of third 3 templates. Now it's gonna wait. It says I'm waiting 23 seconds, and it's gonna go to the next person, and it's gonna use the second template. Hello, how are you doing? How is your day? So we will see it coming up on the log activity. Let's wait a second, 23 seconds. Now it's finding the profile and using template 2 out of 3. Hello, name is it finds the name, how is your day? So, and it's adding these people, regardless we're doing it in a headless mode, it's still adding them into exclusion list. You see, 2 members we texted, 2 members has been added to the exclusion list, so we never text them again. Now this is how it works right now, and you see waiting 35 seconds, because I know in this group we have 5 users only, so I know that when it's gonna finish, it's gonna start showing scrolling to find more members, then I know that the group has been fully messaged, and I can turn off the bot, this full automation. You see, cannot interact with the message input, restricted, meaning that you can't message this person. skipping user admin. You see, like, it's telling exactly what it's doing on the log. If you just look at it, you will see. So I can see the 5 users has been excluded because it tried to message. Now it's saying scrolling attempt 1 will keep on trying to scroll to find more members, but it's not gonna find because we don't have any more members in the group, and it's gonna continue doing this non-stop till you turn the bot off, like I do right now. So here we have it. We turned it off. Now what should I show more? I'm just thinking right now. So there is another little bug that we have in the system, and it will be fixed down the line, but not now. I fixed it to the point where it's okay. So it's in the templates. So for example, if I delete a template, okay, I'm just showing you as an example. I delete a template. It's no longer letting me to type the message. You can see it doesn't let me copy this. It doesn't let me do anything, right? But it is letting me to copy paste and add it. So it is a little bit annoying. We're gonna go to manage templates. You see we can still not type it, but we can, if we just from a note, from the notes we would copy paste, it would add the template. But anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to get it going again, is by like we're gonna just reconnect. Most of the time it fixes, but we're gonna try it again. So we're gonna reconnect. Let's see if everything works. Let's see if it's typing again. Nope. 1 second. I know what we need to do is start and then click stop. So when it's a quick one, start stop. Okay. Now, in theory, it's supposed to let me type, but sometimes it won't. It's a little bit annoying. So when it happens like this, the easiest way is actually to let me try another few ways so we can find it together, the best way of doing this. But let's say start. Okay, so we're still in the headless mode. Even though we turned off, we're gonna still be in the headless mode. What we need to do is when we turn off the headless mode, the invisible browser, we should click reconnect so we can see the browser again. Okay, so always remember, it loads Facebook, then loads the blank page. Okay, now it's letting me, you see, now it's letting me to type. So yeah, so we solve it with this kind of way. So what you do is, like, if you had an issue where you cannot manage these templates, you cannot add anymore, you either gonna copy paste from some notepad and it will save the template, or you can simply, by turning off the software and turning back on the software. Remember, always drag it a little bit to the side so you can see it, because otherwise it's not very nice look. Like you can see, it's gonna always open like this. Sorry, there, come on. So you can see, drag it a little bit like this so you can see it properly. Okay, and then when you're gonna restart the software, you can type again. So this it's a little annoying thing, but I cannot fix it right now. It's gonna be down the line in future. So 5 users are excluded, so exclusion list stays the same. And yeah, guys, that's all there is to it. Hopefully this helps. If you don't remember something, watch the video again, because if I guarantee you made a mistake. If it's not working, you made a mistake. But if you watch the video and you're sure you didn't, you can contact one of the people that help you install it, and I will be the one that helps at the end of the day to solve it. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.